Alright, boys, as you know, Katie and Gary, they are getting married, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Are you standing up in the wedding?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to ask you very simple questions, okay? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Did Gary grow up in California or Japan?
Washington.
Why do you think he... Well, that's... No, that's not even an option. California or Japan?
Japan. Japan.
Japan. Why do you say Japan?
Cause he grew up in there. I know. He likes Japan.
It's not complicated.
Yeah, I am a man.
After high school, I worked for the Department of Social and Health Services out of Washington State for a few years. Then I moved to Los Angeles. I worked at a piercing shop for a couple years, then as a store manager at Zoomies. And in 2009, when I was 25, I joined the Navy. Right now I'm an air crewman, which means I handle cargo and passengers on a small cargo aircraft, just in the East Asia area.
2003, I graduated from high school and went to college at UW-Oshkosh, and I got my major in regular education and special education. And I graduated from Oshkosh in 2008, and after that I spent 2 years traveling to and from Africa and working in a refugee camp there and at an English center. And then after that, I got hired for DODEA and Department of Defense Education Activity, where I was hired to go teach in Japan on a Navy base for military dependents.
Did Katie and Gary meet at a NASCAR Indy 500 race or on a submarine?
Submarines.
You say what?
Submarines.
You say?
NASCAR.
Why do you say that? Both of you, why do you say those answers? Okay. It's not complicated.
One event we had was an IndyCar race that we went to. The Boy Scouts sponsored IndyCar, so we got free tickets to go. And we had one of our female volunteers invited Katie to come with. I think she wanted her to be a leader as well. And I was incredibly sick. I was dealing with the flu, and the humidity and the temperature that day was extremely high, so I was not feeling good at all.
I remember I was hesitant to even go on this trip to the race, and my friend ended up not getting any sleep the night before, so she passed out under an umbrella right next to me. She's to my left, and then Gary was to my right, and I had no one else to talk to, and Gary just was not talkative. He was just sitting there, and so it was like, oh, whatever. And then the week later, we were at the same house for dinner, and that's where we all just started talking in a group and just hanging out, nothing. And then later that night is when Gary and I started talking, and he asked for my number.
It was just like a gradual, from the beginning. We got along so well, and we mixed together so well that it got to the point where like I knew it was going to happen, but at the same time, like, I was scared, you know. I didn't want to admit that she was the one, but the longer we knew each other, the more we knew each other, the more I just came to the realization that there's no one else.
Once I really understood his love for the Lord, then I knew then that it could go further and that he could possibly be the one. And he went on leave, I think around Christmas time, and it made me realize, like, okay, he's not here. I also realized that if I would step away from the relationship, that no one probably would even compare to Gary in who he is to me. So probably when he left the first time.
After Katie and Gary get married, do you think they should join a circus as the world's shortest woman and world's hairiest man act? Or do you think they should stay in the Navy?
Stay in the Navy. Stay in the Navy.
See, it's not complicated.
Yay!
Gary and I will be going back to Japan, and we have about a year left. I have to teach for another school year at the school I'm at, and Gary's orders are up in spring 2014, and we're hoping that he can get extended in Japan a few more months so that we can leave together. But either way, Gary will get new orders, and they'll most likely be to San Diego. However, Virginia Beach is also a possibility, and we'll be at our next duty station for 4 years, and I will resign from my teaching position and won't be teaching again wherever we move to next. And I know that there will be something else for me work-wise, or possibly starting our family. That's what I'll be focused on.
We have 18 of them in Japan right now.
We're hoping to at least wait 1 year. So if it happens in the next year, it was not a part of our plan.
Question. Should Katie and Gary get married? You know, like they love each other. It's not complicated, folks. They love each other.
It's not complicated. We love each other.